So the goal of this video is to show you the experience from your customer's point of view so you can really see how powerful the white label experience is, again, from the point of view of your customer. Of course, the other tutorials will show you, the partner, how to use the portal, but you understanding your customer's experience, I feel like, is the best possible way for you to really understand the benefit that this has to your business, to your bottom line, and to growing. What makes everything work, what makes everything super powerful from the customer standpoint is the tracking page. And we have three different documents, well, three different tracking experiences that I want to show you. So I'm going to pull them all up. So one is going to be when your customer is picking up the documents from your office, and another is going to be when it is an embassy legalization. So if the document is going somewhere like Cuba, Qatar, a country that's not part of the Hague Convention, there's an extra step after the Department of State. Okay, there's an extra step after the Department of State so that it can be fully recognized in that country. So at the top here, you see bookmark this page. You immediately let your client know, bookmark this page. Like, you're gonna wanna come back to this so you can always understand your status. And this updates live. So the customer will always know the status, where the things are in the process. And this really reduces them hitting you up like, hey, what's the status of this apostille? Where's the apostille in the process? Is there anything else that I need to do? Do you need anything else from me? Has it been submitted to the embassy? Like, it just completely eliminates all of that because they will know in real time what's going on. So here you see your logo, your business name, Hi Maria, which is the customer name. Your document has been submitted to the embassy for authentication. So depending on the step, this little message changes, but it's very easy to read. And you see the progress. So they know it was ready for processing. It processed. It was ready for the embassy. Now it's in the embassy processing. So your document has been submitted to the embassy for authentication. So here they see the order details. The document is an FBI background check for Cuba, and then the estimated date. This is really what is powerful. So on the spot at the Department of State, they let us know when the document will be ready. Have they ever made a mistake? Yes, there has been times where they're like, it'll be ready May 20th, and it was actually going to be ready May 21st. Waste of a trip, but no big deal. Or during that huge snowstorm in DC, there was 4 or 5 days where we just could not get people's documents that were being apostille because it wasn't open, like there was a huge snowstorm. We have a message here like estimated dates are 99% accurate, but occasional delays or closures can push things back by a day or two. It rarely happens, just something to keep in mind. So we let them know on the spot. Will it be ready this day? Most likely, 99% chance. But there is a 1% chance where something happens. There could be a snowstorm, there could be a delay. Sometimes we get your documents back and realize that they made a mistake at the Department of State. They're human too. So that's what's good to have somebody going in person, because you can catch the mistake in person instead of catching the mistake when the document is mailed back to you. The person who goes in person can be your liaison, like, hey, can you fix this? And then that might make an extra day or two delay, but that's no big deal. Down here, this is always here, okay? So enjoying their experience, refer a friend. If someone you know needs an apostille or translation services, we'd love to help them out too. A quick share or referral means the world to us, and your friend will thank you for pointing them in the right direction. This page is always available, so you can come back anytime to refer someone new. So this page is always open. Even after the apostille is closed complete, they can come back here and leave more referrals if they want. So because apostilles are a national kind of thing, they can quickly click WhatsApp to leave a referral via WhatsApp. If they're on their phone, they can leave a referral via text, or they can click Facebook, post it straight to their Facebook or their Facebook groups. Here, they can refer a friend manually. So they can have the friend's name is Jordan, and then they can leave a nice little message if they want, or if not, it'll just be like, hey, this person referred you. Here's a link to our website. All of this will still be branded to your business. So all the information you give during onboarding is what's used for just all the things that go into the experience. So it could be like, this was great. They were so knowledgeable and kind. And they will send a referral. I won't send it because there's a chance that there's a Jordan at jordan.com and I don't want to spam them. But yeah, and it will come from your company name and everything. And you see it immediately reloads the page so they can send another referral if they wanted to. So if anybody wants to send referrals back to back, there is no friction. The biggest difficulty in reviews and referrals is friction. A lot of people would gladly leave you a review. A lot of people would gladly leave you a referral. Nobody wants to do the work of leaving reviews and leaving referrals. So we make it painfully easy for them to do so. So that is one. That is somebody who's going to an embassy, and that pretty much covers most of what you would need to know. Now let's look at the other page. Same thing, bookmark this page, your business logo is here, veteran notary services. Hi Sarah, your apostille is currently being processed. So now it's in processing. This is an apostille that is being processed at the Department of State. They have the details, they know where it's going for their own peace of mind. And estimated ready date, May 21st, 2026. This giving your customer peace of mind makes the experience so premium, so VIP, so white glove, like they will be so in love with it, okay? And then the next one, hi David, your apostille is currently being processed, ready for processing, in processing, apostille complete, shipped, and delivered. So one, they're picking up in your office. One is an embassy legalization, and one is something that is delivered straight to your client. So a lot of people, most companies have a ship the apostille straight to their client, not ship back to them for them to ship to their client, or not ship back to them for them to pick it up in office. But on the shipping label, it still says your company info. We are completely invisible. That is the purpose of all of this. Once again, it's for it to seem like your business spent months and months and months creating all this stuff on the back end, creating this experience for them, and just makes it premium. So you get more referrals, more reviews, and your business grows pretty much automatically. So again, your business name will be on the label. Ours will never be there. And down here, also, your email, your phone number, like everything makes it very, very, very branded to your business, very easy to see your business's info. So now let me show you a couple of things. Okay, so we've updated the status of a couple of them. So now you see Maria Colombo, embassy complete, David Richardson, ready to ship, and Sarah Martinez in processing, okay? So you always know where your documents are in the process. And you also get notifications up here. The apostille is ready, you can view it. You can see the uploaded final apostille because we will send you a scan of the final apostille front page for your records, okay? But on the tracking pages, once again, the embassy authentication is complete. Your document has been authenticated by the embassy and being prepared for shipping. This is David. David, the apostille is complete, right? But you see there's no ready to ship option here for David because they don't need to know that, right? You need to know that. The only thing David cares is when it's ready for processing, when it's in processing, when it's complete, when it's been shipped, when it's been delivered, okay? So now let's say I have shipped David's document. Let me go to my dashboard once again. So for Sarah Martinez, let's say the documents are now in hand. They are in your hand. We don't update that because just because the document was delivered to you does not mean you want to let Sarah Martinez know, hey, come pick it up. So ready to notify for pickup. This will be here. This is something for you to do manually, okay? So when Sarah Martinez's documents are done, you will just click notify customer. And then it would notify Sarah Martinez like, hey, your documents are ready, come pick them up in office. And then when Sarah Martinez comes and picks up the documents, you can mark it as pick up. But what it does is update the tracking page. So let's refresh all of these. So as you can see here, Sarah, your apostille is complete and ready for pickup. Ready for pickup. Your document is ready for pickup at 123 Easy Street, 123 Tampa, Florida, 12345. Of course, this is a demo address, but this is very important because something that happens a lot is when it's time to pick up the documents, they're calling you, they forgot your address, they're calling asking for directions, things of that nature. This lets them know immediately, 123 Easy Street. Also, pickup location, 123 Easy Street, 123 Tampa, Florida, 12345. Get directions. You click it, it pulls up Google Maps. This is not a real address, clearly. But this makes it very easy for your client, especially if they're on the phone, to just pull up the directions to your office and boom, beeline it over there to get their apostille. What does this do? This creates an immaculate experience. More referrals, more reviews. Your business looks good, okay? That's why I want to show things separately from picked up in office versus us shipping directly to your client. Now, speaking of shipping directly to your client, let's look at David. So now your document is on its way. That means I've dropped it off at FedEx or one of the couriers have, and it's on the way to David, right? Your document's on its way. Tap the tracking link below to follow it. Now, this is of course not a real tracking number, but if you click it, track on FedEx, it will pull up their tracking info. So they always see it at all times. They don't have to ask you like, what's the status? This is made to really make their experience so good, but also your experience so easy because there's nothing more annoying than status updates asks, especially when you probably emailed it to them. They lost the email, they got lazy, they call you instead. So here they have a bookmarked tracking page. They have a tracking page that they can look at all times. And you also have a tracking page where you don't have to dig through your emails to try to find that out. You can just go to their tracking page and be like, hey, here's your tracking page. Just send them a link. They'll love it. They'll love you for it. You'll get your customers in the habit of checking their tracking page. So as you can see here from Maria, your document has been delivered successfully. Thank you. And down here, your document has been delivered. Thank you, right? And then this pops up. The review request does not pop up before the job is done because the job's not done. Why would they leave you a review? Another reason people don't get enough reviews is they just forget to ask. You completely forget to ask. It is kind of annoying to try to figure out when the document was delivered and ask for a review. So this automatically populates, okay? Your feedback helps veteran notary services keep getting better. Now, if they leave between 1 and 3 stars, this pops up. They can tell you what they want to tell you. Hey, I hate you so much. This experience was horrible. And you really stink. Right? Submit the feedback. Thank you for your feedback. You can read the feedback. You can give them a call. You can smooth it out, hopefully, before they go to Google. You don't want to do what's called review gating. You're not trying to stop them, period, from going to Google. But you do want to know what people don't like about your business so you can make improvements and so you can smooth it over with them before they go to Google. There's a good amount of good reviews that we have on our Google page where over 400 reviews if you didn't know, shameless plug. But there's a good amount of reviews on there where they did have a subpar experience. We called them, we smoothed it over, we made it right, and then they left a good review saying, yeah, this didn't even go well at first, but I really respect how they handled it. People are actually more likely to give you a good review if they had a bad experience and you fixed it than they are if they just had a good experience. It's like, of course I had a good experience, you're doing your job. Now, let's move another one to a delivered status so you can kind of see. Now, let's go to David, and we're going to move David to delivered so you can see what happens when someone leaves a good review. Give me 1 second to go to my dashboard. Okay, now we're at David. David's document's been delivered, okay? It removes the tracking there because you don't need it anymore. But how did we do? Let's say David gives you 4 or 5 stars, right? Let's say 5 stars, had a great experience. We don't need that feedback in Portal. Okay, we want you to go straight to Google. That is why you give us your Google info on the onboarding step, or if you go to your settings, you can always add it. But here, automatic 5 stars, and then David could be like, that was amazing. Melissa is so pretty and she smells great. And David will leave this on Google. I will not inflate my own Google reviews, of course. 402, but I will not add a fake Google review. And then thanks for your feedback, okay? So that's done. That's the tracking pages and that's how they work. And one more thing, and then pretty much you kind of see the whole benefit of the customer's experience. So now you can see 4 reviews this month. If you go to the referrals tab, you can see Jordan, email Snyder@fingerprints.com, referred by Joseph Doe. This was a earlier referral that I did. Wow, this has been so fire. I loved it. Sent May 6th, 2 days ago. Or reviews. So here you can see all the reviews that were left. You see Maria Colombo. Hey, I hate you so much. This experience was horrible and you really stink. Now you know which order left it, who left it, how many stars, FBI background check for Cuba, May 9th, 2026. And you see the 5 stars David Richardson left. This assumes they left the review on Google because why would they leave you 5 stars here, get to your Google page and just not go? Now, if you don't have your Google page connected, all reviews stay here. They don't get forwarded to your Google page, of course. But you're always able to see what everyone has said, has done. So this helps you really keep track of your business. Now, negative reviews are going to happen probably. The key is they got here before they went to Google. So maybe they feel like, you know what, I told his team about it, but I won't tell Google about it. Or you have time to go smooth it over, then they tell Google about it. Or it was really bad. Maybe you really did do a bad job. Now you know, I did a bad job. Here's what I can fix. And if there was something up with the portal that they didn't like, highly doubt it because we're working on it every day. But if there's something that they didn't like about the experience, you can always let us know. Please let us know. If you run into any difficulties in Portal, please let us know. The reason it is so streamlined and concise and good now is because the first 100 orders we did, it was a lot of iterating and iterating and iterating to make this to a great process. People started saying, hey, can we make it so they can leave us reviews? We put it in there. We were like, hey, do you know anything about referrals? We put it in there. Translations got a little sloppy. So we just forward you to Rush Translate. Everything you see in Portal is due to customer feedback. So please leave us feedback. We really want that.